Hi, I'm Bianca Amato, the narrator of The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory. Lady of the Rivers is the story of Jacquetta Rivers, who was the mother, in fact, of Elizabeth, which is what The White Queen is about, which is another Philippa Gregory novel that I have read. It actually precedes The White Queen. So it's the story of Jacquetta's experience, essentially as a lady-in-waiting to Margaret of Anjou, who was the Queen of England at the time. As you would expect with Philippa Gregory's novels, it's full of drama. I've really enjoyed narrating with Jacquetta's character because she's somewhat more rational than some of the other women have been. She's much more neutral in some ways. She's much more of an eye on a court and on the craziness of the Cousins' War, although she's involved in it, than, say, Margaret or Elizabeth, who are the voices of the Red Queen and the White Queen. The voice of Margaret and the Red Queen was much more partial to a particular agenda, but Jacquetta is much more of an observer. And I feel a lot of warmth towards her because she's also in many ways buffeted around by all of these intensely power-hungry nuts. So it's an interesting perspective. I do obviously a fair amount of historical research, but I rely on Philippa's imagination more than anything else. I love it because it fascinates me to know that some of this is truth. However much of it is truth is, up to Philippa and her line of story thinking, but at least these people lived and were this driven and this intense, and their lives were this much in upheaval. So it's fascinating for me to play them and to think about them. I love historical fiction. It's yummy. There is a lot of extremes in this particular book in terms of youth and age and personality and power and, traipsing all over England. So there's lots of different sort of random dialects. But I think that for me, voicing Margaret of Anjou was a great deal of fun because there's a certain kind of petulance that goes with her strength that is fun to play.